Hey everybody, CW here, Card Wolf, because I'm always on the hunt for great cards. Although today we will be hunting through this box for great comics. This is a small collection that I purchased online, and I'm very excited to get into this. I think I got a really great deal. I think there are some really good comics in this box, a mix of DC and Marvel stuff from the 70s and 80s. I saw this online. I don't usually buy a lot of comic collections, but every now and then if I see one that has something that I know I want to add to my collection, I love to buy it in a collection rather than just buy singles or anything like that. I would much rather buy a bunch of comics. You usually get a better deal that way. And, you have stuff that you can always trade or give away, maybe things in the collection that you're not that interested. But as long as there's stuff in there that you're excited about, I think it's a great way to buy comics, and it's a lot more fun to go through collections than just, for me anyway, to get a single comic in the mail or what have you. So I picked this up online. I got it. I'll tell you off the top what I paid for it, so that as we go through it, you can see if you think I got a good deal. I think I got an amazing deal, but those of you who know a lot more about comics than me can tell me what you think. I paid $45 for this. That was my final bid on this lot. We're going to get Mr. Kershaw out here to help me open this thing up and see if I can get into this. Switching to the other side of the camera right now, and being very careful not to dig too deeply into this box, because I do not want to disturb any of the contents. Obviously, we want to keep things in the shape that they were sent. The comics look like they were in really great shape. I will return to my normal side of the camera here and finish opening this thing, sawing through this. So we will say it looks like the seller did a great job of packing this. Lots of bubble wrap. We'll put Mr. Kershaw away, as always. Practice good knife safety and keep those out of the reach of small children. Let's see what we have here. This is packed very well, and put that to the side. We don't need that now. And let's see how we want to do this. Looks like this way, and there we go. Okay, that's a very nice packing job there. I'm going to take these stacks of comics out of here for the moment, and then we'll go through them. All right, just like that. Really nice packing job. Well, those are sliding. I don't want that, so we'll flip them around that way. I think that'll work better. Get that off to the side. All right, now we're talking. All right, and then we'll go through these like that. All right, let's make sure that they are positioned so that you can see them. All right, and so as I said, these are from the late 70s and early 80s, I believe, most of these books. We start off with a nice Thor. This is Mighty Thor 264, really nice Loki cover there, and you can see this is in really nice shape. Definitely great colors here. I don't see any really any creases or bad dings or anything like that. Really nice book here. As I said, my final bid on this whole lot was $45. The main reason that I wanted this lot are non-superhero books. There are 3 Star Wars books in here, and when we get to those, you will understand why I was excited about this lot. So let's go. And then now we have the Bionic Woman. The Bionic Woman #1. Jamie Summers looks delighted to be flipping that. I don't know who that guy is, but she looks delighted to be having him flipped over through the air like that and have bionic powers. And who wouldn't be? I'm sure that comic book has no value whatsoever, but it is in good shape. So can't complain too much about that. Howard the Duck, who definitely qualifies as one of my least favorite comics, but even that one's in really nice shape. If anyone would like Howard the Duck, I would be happy to mail this to somebody if they're a big Howard the Duck fan. I am not, and would love to not have that in my collection. So this is a Marvel movie special of The Deep. I'm sure this is not worth very much, but it is a beautiful cover. I don't know who did the art for that, but it's quite a lovely cover. Really nice art. I like the perspective from the ocean floor looking up at the tiny boat up there and the ripple of waves. That's a really nice cover, honestly. Not sure I'm showing these to you in a way that you can see the whole cover, but I'll try to do better. Nice Black Panther book here. This is Black Panther #4. That is I imagine that is a Jack Kirby cover. It sure looks a lot like Jack Kirby's art. And that's in pretty nice shape. Some creasing up there in the corner and a little fold down here, tiny little fold down there, but really nice book to have. I do not have that. It's a nice book to have, certainly, and great Kirby art there on the cover. That's a nice book to find. And now Batman Brave and the Bold. Now this is what I'm talking about. This was the stuff that I read and enjoyed a great deal when it came out. Mr. Miracle, who is sort of an underused hero in the DC universe. I feel like they don't know what to do with that guy. He's kind of a complicated character. Marvel triple action, full of Avengers, The Agony and the Anthill. I wonder if this is some sort of weird take on Lenigan and the Ants, the classic short story that we all read in high school or middle school. I don't remember when I read that story, but it was a long time ago, and people probably don't even read that anymore. Anyway, nice Avengers triple action here. That is awesome. These are also very readable comics, and this one is in just wonderful shape. I don't see really very many flaws on this one at all. This is quite nice. Marvel triple action. Another one here. This is also full of Avengers. Look at that battle cover. That is pretty sweet there. I'll bring just the art in a little closer so you can enjoy that. That's pretty nice. Cap and Hawkeye, and looks like the Wasp, and all kinds of Goliath is in there too. All kinds of great heroes in there. Quicksilver running through there. That is a nice one. And now here are the ones that I really, these were the ones that I bought this for. These looked really nice, and this is Star Wars #1. This is the newsstand version of that, the newsstand reprint as it says up there. And this is in really great shape. Pretty happy with that. It is a nice book. I really don't see any creasing or any damage to the cover, no nicks in the edges or anything like that. Really sweet book. That is pretty pricey book, honestly. And then here is Star Wars #2, which is also a pretty pricey book. And this one also looks very, very nice. Again, I don't see really any damage here. Really nice. This is also the newsstand reprint again on this. And this is a very nice book. This is also a valuable book because it's the first appearance in comics of Obi-Wan Kenobi and Han Solo. So this book also carries a good deal of value, and that's in wonderful shape. And then this is #3, which is not as valuable as those two, but still a very nice book to have. And this is also in really nice shape. Wonderful condition on these. These 3 books alone, I paid, as I said, $45 for the lot, and I think these 3 books alone are worth more than that, especially in this kind of condition. You guys can tell me in the comments if you think I am right about that. I'm pretty sure I am, but you should certainly tell me in the comments. Now, there are rarer versions of these that have a 35-cent price tag, but those are pretty hard to find, and I am happy to have those. I did not have those in my collection, and I definitely wanted them for some time. So for me, that was a great way to get them. And as I said, I think those 3 alone are worth the price I paid for this. So everything else for me is kind of icing on the cake. Another great Batman Brave and the Bold here with the Joker and Two-Face versus Batman and Green Arrow. How much better? Doesn't really get better than that. I mean, that is some sweet stuff there. Also, the Atom is apparently in this too, though I don't see him on the cover. Of course, Ray Palmer is very small when he's the Atom, so you probably wouldn't see him on the cover. He's probably somewhere on this cover, and you just can't even see him because he's that small. Is this the Swordsman back here? That's another villain. Wow, that looks awesome. I'm going to have to reread that one. Batman and the Demon. That looks pretty crazy there. That is some weird magical stuff going on with Batman. Once again, these books are in fantastic shape. I don't see any major issues with any of these. Star Hunters #1, that's quite a cover there. It looks like he's facing off against some galactic pirates of some kind. That is a pretty neat cover there. I'm not familiar with this book, but certainly a very sci-fi cover that I like. Black Lightning with Superman. And of course, who's there as anytime Superman is in great peril and being tortured or somehow beaten up, Jimmy Olsen is nearby because he is always responsible for whatever peril Superman is facing. Jimmy Olsen, as I've said many times on this channel, is Superman's worst enemy, his worst supervillain. That's Jimmy Olsen. I'll say it many times more on the channel, I'm sure, and it's because it's the truth, guys. Here we have The Eternals King Size Annual #1. More Jack Kirby art, it certainly looks like. If that's not Jack Kirby, I'm not sure who else it would be, but it sure looks like him. That's a pretty sweet book there, and that's also not in bad shape. Tiny little fold down there on the corner, but other than that, that's in very nice shape. I'm going to start another pile over here. Here we have a Marvel Classics comics. The great thing about these is that there were no ads in these. Yeah, it even says on the cover there, no ads. 52 pages, no ads. These also are not worth any. I mean, this and the Jamie Summers Bionic Woman comic are really not worth much. You can see they did many of the classics. They did Wilkie Collins' Moonstone. I didn't know that. That's kind of an H.G. Wells' Food of the Gods. That is bizarre to me. It looks like someone colored in the lettering back there, which is just fine. This comic really doesn't have much value anyway, so I don't mind seeing that happen. I'll have to investigate the rest of these, though, to make sure nothing like that is on the back of them or inside or anything like that, but I doubt that there will be. Marvel 2-in-1, these are great to read, too, and this one has a Spider-Woman cameo. That is awesome. I don't own this, and I do collect Spider-Woman, so that's a huge pickup for me, and that looks to be in really nice shape as well. None of these have backing boards, but they are all bagged, so that's a plus. Pretty nice. The Thing and the Invisible Girl, or the Invisible Woman, as she is properly called now. Pretty awesome. That is a nice pickup for me. Pretty happy with that. Nice supervillain team up here with Namor and Doctor Doom. That is pretty awesome there. Who shall save Atlantis? Very properly written there with correct grammar. That's a pretty nice book there. I bet I will enjoy looking through that again. Very nice shape for that one as well. Super Team Family. This is a nice DC series that they had out for a while. And this is Aquaman, Captain Comet, and the Atom. I think that must be 3 different stories there. The Atom is lost in a maddening microverse. I hate when that happens. It's very hard to find your way out of that. So that's a pretty cool comic. I haven't read that one that I ever remember. Nice detective comic here. This, I believe, is from the early 80s. It's got the 35-cent price tag. Nice cover there, and you could be in the Superman movie. So there you go. The Batman is dead. Long live the new Batman. That's a pretty cool one. Oh, here we go. This is a great... this book is a part of a great story arc from Batman. I believe this is from the late 70s. The setup was, I think there was an announcement on the radio, which is how news was conveyed back then, that Batman had died, and so all of the supervillains got together and sort of had kind of a meeting, or I don't know, they all got together and had coffee, and each one of them described and explained that they had been the one to kill Batman. That they were the one who actually killed Batman, and they explained how they did it, and each supervillain did it in a different way and for different reasons and all of that. And so your job as the reader was to try and figure out which one had really, which story was really true, and each issue was a different villain taking center stage and telling their story of that. And this one is the testimony of the Riddler. I remember reading this series and loving it. This came out in trade paperback too a while ago, and I have that. So it is one that I have read since they came out, but boy, it's great to have one of those issues. That is awesome. If you haven't read that story arc and it sounds good to you, you can find the trade paperback, and it's pretty awesome. I got to tell you, it's probably one of my favorite comic book story arcs ever. Here's a nice Amazing Spider-Man, number 174, and the Punisher guest star. That's pretty sweet. This is in pretty good condition, except for a little fold up there in the corner. Colors are awesome on this, and really get that art up there so you can see it even better. That is pretty nice. Spider-Man Punisher team up there. I like the look of that one. And then I flipped those around so that they would sit upright. That means we're about halfway through this. And here's another Thor, the Deadly Destroyer versus the Mighty Thor, number 265. And that's pretty good. He looks like he's hitting that robot pretty hard with that hammer, but I don't know if that's going to do any damage there. Really nice condition on this, too. Man, nice colors. No creases on that cover. Here's another Amazing Spider-Man Punisher. I wonder if this is... yeah, this is the second book. Looks like a... story arc over a couple of issues here. That was 174. This is 175. And Spider-Man's got an injured arm, and Frank Castle there is saving them, which is kind of uncharacteristic in my experience of Frank Castle. And why is Spider-Man saving Jameson? That would never happen either. It's a weird book, but it's in great shape. No folds or creases or anything there. Wonderful shape for that book. Here's another one of those from that story arc I was talking about. Lex Luthor guest starred, even though he's not a Batman villain, he guest starred as someone who took responsibility for killing Batman. And as you can see, his rationale was that he trapped Superman in Batman's non-alien body and then killed Batman so he could kill them both. So pretty inventive, and most of the ways that the supervillains claimed to have dispatched of Batman were very inventive and interesting as well. This is the Joker's story about how he was the killer of Batman. This is awesome. It's so great to get these. I wonder if there are more of these in there. I would love to have the whole run of that. I don't think I still have any of these, and these are in really nice shape as well. Superman. Looks like we got several Superman coming up here. Action Comics. These are pretty nice. You could also be in the Superman movie again. Great villain here with Dr. Light going up against Superman. And this looks like Jimmy Olsen is present again, dressed as Superman. Do you guys see that? I'm telling you, he is the worst of the Superman villains. There's no contest, really. Here's another Action Comics. This is number 475. You could still be in the Superman movie again. So many opportunities for you to be in that Superman movie that came out like 40 years ago. So pretty awesome. This one, Superman is battling Vartox and his, looks like some sort of a kryptonite lariat that he's got there. That's pretty crazy. Is this Lois? That's certainly Jimmy down there looking on, exasperated because he's probably the one who signaled for Vartox to come and destroy Superman, and now he is hoping that it happens. That's Jimmy Olsen for you right there. Superman has, apparently that's fat Superman there. I don't know what's happened to him there. He seems to have gained quite a lot of weight, and these robots don't like it. So there you go. More Superman here. This is this trove of Superman. And in this one, looks like somebody is portraying Clark Kent and going after Superman. This is very complicated. Once again, though, you could be in the Superman movie, so don't miss your chance at that. And here he's battling. What is going on here? This is a very strange cover. These plastic bags are quite old and stuck together, but I think it's not harming the comics in any way. These are all in really just wonderful shape. So that is awesome. It looks like Superman is being attacked by magical dog vomit here, which is really disgusting, and I don't know how that comic was ever made. The less we see of that, the better. Superman and Metallo going at it here. That is awesome. Love that villain for Superman. Really good villain for Superman. This is number 316. It's in really nice shape. More Superman here. It looks like he's defeating Father Time here, which I'd like to defeat Father Time. Believe me, that would make me feel a lot better. I'm up there in years, as you guys know. So more Superman here. I don't remember there being that many Superman books in this. This is probably the weakest condition issue. This one's in really pretty bad shape. A lot of dirt and scuffing and edge wear and some color-breaking creases here as well. But looks like it will be a fun read. Superman somehow separated again from Clark Kent, who is getting assaulted there. And another one where Superman is somehow separated from Clark Kent. This seems to be a theme. What number was that? Yeah, these are all, it looks like it was 297. This is 296, so these must be part of some sort of long arc theme about Superman. This one also not in great shape as well. You can see there's some separation of the cover there from the staples, and again, this looks a little bit dirty, but those two issues are really the only lower condition issues in this whole lot so far, so that's pretty awesome. We go back to Marvel here with Marvel Superheroes featuring the Hulk, and he's trapped between the Sandman and the Mandarin with the life of Betty Ross at stake. So that looks like it would be a very good read, and this is also in pretty nice shape as well. Happy to see that. Another Incredible Hulk, Marvel Superheroes here. He's just tackling the Sandman, and this is number 67. The previous one was 68, so it's probably part of some sort of two-part series. That's pretty nice. I don't really have too many Hulk books, so those are nice pickups for me. Here's some more. The Incredible Hulk 216, and he's up on the SHIELD helicarrier. That's pretty cool. Hopefully there's a Nick Fury guest star in this book. That would be awesome. I always like it when Nick Fury shows up in comics. Pretty cool cover there. Really nice action cover, and this book is in great shape. Really happy with the condition of these. Oh, this is a nice one too. The Hulk versus the Jack of Hearts. Beautiful cover here. This is number 214. Really, really nice cover there. Make sure I show you the whole cover there. And again, this book's in really nice shape. Very happy with that. Here's a Hulk King Size Annual number 6, and Doctor Strange guest star plus Adam Warlock. It looks like that looks pretty awesome there. We'll definitely give that a read. Got a little bit of a spine unevenness there. It looks like, but you know, again, these are, for the most part, these are in just fantastically good shape. I'll move the camera over here so you can see them laid out the way that I have them right there. So that was a lot of fun. Again, I paid $45 for that collection. That was my final bid on that, and I think I feel as though the Star Wars books alone are easily worth that much. Again, please let me know in the comments if you agree with me or if you disagree and you think, why would that be the one cover that we see, which is not the cover that I would want to see. If you agree with me or disagree, or however you may feel about it, I would certainly love to know your thoughts on these books. And if you think I did well, I think I did pretty well myself. Pretty happy with, really great variety of Marvel and DC, and a lot of the sort of mainline superhero books with Batman, Superman, Spider-Man, the Hulk, Thor, all of that. So very happy with this lot. Let me know what you think in the comments. Would love to hear your thoughts on this. And tomorrow, I know this is a Friday episode, and I usually don't do weekend episodes, but tomorrow, fear not, there will be a special weekend episode, a Saturday episode, so fear not. I'm not going to tell you what it's going to be, but there will be a weekend episode on the Card Wolf Network for a change, so you can look forward to that tomorrow. Hope you guys are having a great end to your week and that you have great weekend plans, and I look forward to seeing you back here on the channel tomorrow and spending a little bit of time with you this weekend. As always, I appreciate you coming to the channel very, very much, and wish you happy collecting.